Yo, what up? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, the Alchuan Emperor. I just popped me a Mucinex, get over this little chest cold I got going. So feeling kind of jipper this morning. So I figured, hell, I might as well come back for a repeat, double dip, you know what I'm saying? But I want to tap in on this Madame Noir video, Why Do Nice Guys Finish Last? And I wanted to do a blow-by-blow response to it where I had the audio from their video playing and I could respond, you know, blow by blow. But I'm like, nah, go ahead and just go off the waves, you feel me? But just starting from the pure aesthetics of the video, you know, just analyzing the panel just from, you know, looking just from the optic standpoint, starting from right to left. The sister on the right, you know, she kind of heavy set or whatever. She ain't, you know, she's not easy on the eyes. She kind of tough on the eyes or whatever. But, you know, just her whole overall commentary in the video, she seemed kind of fake bougie. You know what I mean? Like she had some insecurities about her, but she got a couple of degrees from a HBCU, so she puts on this air of bougetto-ness, if you will. Well, what Murphy Lee say back in the day, bougetto, bougie and ghetto, whatever. Yeah, that's how she strikes me as, you know. She come from the block, but she's trying to be extra bougie and extra condescending on some slick shit, but that's beside the point. Moving on to the left. Old gal in the middle. What's her name? Jess. The dark-skinned chick. She, you know, she's fairly attractive. You feel me? Shit. She can bust it open for a real nigga. You feel me? But I got issue with her because just looking at her phenotype, she's an African. She's an African, and she's speaking about American black folks' issues. And I take issue with that. We didn't invite you to the table. Some of the folks might have invited you to the table to sit down and talk, but you know, you ain't come down and deliberate with the tribes. So you ain't getting your stamp of approval over here. But yeah, her whole overall demeanor in this video, I could tell that she's African because she's trying to put on this extra exaggerated caricature of what the everyday run-of-the-mill quote-unquote African American acts like. Like, I could tell that she's African. She probably grew up in a two-parent household. She's probably second generation. You know, she probably grew up in a middle-class quasi-suburb of an American city. She went to a HBCU, got into some, you know, whatever bullshit liberal arts degree she got, and now she's trying to study the culture of the American black person, and she's trying to act this shit out, but she's acting it out in an over-exaggerated manner. You feel me? It's like the old saying goes. I can tell the folks that's down from the folks that ain't been around. And you know, she might have been around a little bit, but yeah, she ain't been around enough. Cause I guarantee you, when she go home, when she go back to the motherland to go see her grandparents or whatever, she ain't popping that shit. She ain't pop. Hood niggas is good niggas and all the gesticulations with the finger pointing and the wake in the goddamn neck waving. She ain't doing none of that shit back there. When she go see grandma and grandpa back in the old country, she don't do that shit. Hell, let a motherfucking ass come from a Islamic West African country. She probably go there, hijab and soft spoken, all that shit, but then she wanna come on and, pop that extra goddamn ratchet shit, bitch acting like one of them bitches off of the movie Baps. That, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an act, like it's a character. Like her whole shit is a character. I could tell from her phenotype she ain't one of us. And I could tell by her exaggerated personality that it's a fucking act. Moving on. To the left. The sister in the orange dress, or as they say in the South, in the orange outfit, she, a lot of the things that she was saying, she was making the most sense. The chick in the middle, she was just, my God, she was off her rocker. The chick on the right, she was kind of moderating. She would interject and put her little 2 cents in from time to time. But the chick on the left, the far left in the orange fit, she was making the most sense, and she really, I could tell she didn't put a lot of thought to this. She might even be sticking her head into some of these black manosphere conversations, and she probably, catching wind of what the brothers is thinking, So I don't know if she's getting her chameleon on, or if this shit is really sinking in and she's really having a come to Jesus moment. Who knows? Either way, just from face value, the shit is sounding good and it's looking good. You know what I mean? And shit, she was and to be real, and she seemed like she was kind of older. She seemed like she was probably mid to late 30s, probably. But in any event, shit, she was probably the most attractive female on that panel. Now I know some bitches gonna hop on here and talk about, nigga, you colorist, cause you're the old girl in the middle. Fuck all that. That bitch she look like she cross-eyed, and I don't like the way her nose is shaped. I don't like that, But anyway, the chick on the left, yeah, shit, that's her phenotype is one of the prototypical Aboriginal American female phenotype. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are not African. We did not come from Africa. What did Malcolm X say? We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Which means the motherfuckers who named it Plymouth Rock landed here on us. This is our shit. We're two different people. Them niggas over there, they ain't us. And they know that, and they will tell you that. So, just to get off a little bit off topic, so you motherfuckers on here claim to be so, how Onyx Truth say, so artsy smartsy and shit. Y'all niggas ain't came to this reality yet. How the fuck are you gonna forcibly transport 12 to 17 million Africans across the goddamn Atlantic Ocean via wooden sailboats over the course of 250 years? Tell me how you're gonna do that. That is an act of God. You claim to be so, you think you're so smart and you got all the motherfucking answers. Answer that, goddammit. How is that even probable? How is it even possible? It's not. Now, am I against networking with our distant cousins from across the ocean. Nah, not against that. I tap in with them all the time. Cool with them. Shit, the motherfuckers that fuck with me, I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we gotta get some straightening going on. It's like if you invite somebody to one of your family barbecues and shit. Yeah, you can get you a plate. Yeah, the cooler with the beers is over there. But just know, nigga, you ain't part of this family. You know what I'm saying? Who you related to? Who your mama is? Who your daddy is? Oh, you just you came with such and such. So you such and such friend. All right, cool. Yeah, you could partake in the festivity. You could break bread with us, but you ain't one of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Because if I was to go over to Africa and tap in, you know, with the folks over there, it'd be the same thing. Be the same thing. I ain't got no problems with Africans. We gotta get some straightening going on, and we gotta differentiate ourselves and make distinctions. Because we not gonna take credit for y'all shit, and y'all not gonna take credit for our shit. You know, as the saying goes, good fences make for good neighbors. We gotta set boundaries. And as far as I seen through this whole fucking video, the little African chick in the middle, she was crossing some boundaries and saying some shit, you know, from the guise of her being one of us, and the shit that she was kicking could be detrimental to our overall, to our overall condition. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you she not living that shit. She just kicking that shit. She in character. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I make distinctions between us and them. You know? You done picked up the dialect, and you done learned some few goddamn slang terms, and you done got the body language down. You know what I mean? So you think that you can just come in and insert yourself and speak for us. Nah, bitch. Hold on, excuse me. But yeah, if you notice in the beginning of the video, when the moderator or the host or whoever the chick is on the right, when she's introducing everybody, when she gets to the chick on the far left, the chick on the far left kind of get a chick in the middle of the side eye a little bit. She was looking at her like, But yeah, to go in depth on some of their commentary talking points. Oh, hold on, excuse me. The chick on the left said something really profound when she said that we as a people, and she was speaking for black women and black men, that we normalize trauma, and we think that, you know, this whole how you say, I call it a love and hip hop style relationship. You know, the what's that bitch name? What's Stevie J's baby mama name? Not Jocelyn, the other bitch. Her and Stevie's fucking relationship where they bickering back and forth all the time and arguing, and she dragging that nigga to the child support court, and then she get mad, go off and fuck another nigga, make a sex tape with him, and then they just going back and forth, and niggas is coming to blows and bitches is yanking out tracks and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's always I cheat on her and she cheat on me, and we always argue and we fuss and fight. We fight and fuck. That's trauma. That's trauma. And the chick on the left, man, she really made a powerful statement when she said that, you know, we shouldn't normalize trauma, and when we do get into a relationship with a quote-unquote good guy or a decent brother, if you will, that we don't know how to handle it. So it's like, how can I put this? It's kind of like, I wouldn't say a fish out of water, but I'm trying to think of an analogy when you put an animal in a different environment type of deal. It's kind of like, you know, if you got an Alaskan husky, one of them husky dogs, and then you take your husky to fucking Arizona and shit, it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like, that dog is not built to be in 100-degree weather for 6 months out of the year. You know what I mean? That dog is built to be on average down in an area that's around 40, 50 degrees, 60 degrees. They need to be up there in Alaska and shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, like they're kind of like a fish in water, or it's kind of like somebody who's swimming with a life raft on, and then when you take that life raft off, they really can't. They really don't know how to doggy paddle like that. I don't know. It's a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. And that's true. Because from what I've seen is that a lot of people, and not just black women, but black men do this too, is that they live by this credence. Well, if she can't accept me at, or if he or she can't accept me at my worst, they don't deserve my best. You know what I'm saying? And I just got back, and I just left Chicago, and you know, I'm talking to my big cuz and shit. My big cuz be lacing me with game. Now, cuz is a for real life pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in the family know that cuz on some pimping shit. But you know, every time I can, when I'm around, I chop it up with him. We talk, you know, some things that he kicked that I agree with, some shit that I'm like, I can't fuck with that. I really can't get with that. But, you know, he was, you know, laying it down to me like, you know, when I get with a chick, I just dog her out, you know, just show my ass and give her my worst. Because if she can't deal with my worst, then how am I supposed to know that she really gonna be there for me when I really need her? If she still stick around when I'm my worst, then I know she gonna be there for the long haul. And I'm like, I can see the logic in that, and I can see where folk coming from who roll with that mindset. But I'm coming from the school of thought where you gotta put your best foot forward. Cause some folk don't wanna see your ass. You can show your ass all you want. Some folk don't want to see that. You know what I mean? And really, if you dealing with a person who will put up with you and your bullshit when you're deliberately being a piece of shit, That really speaks to their insecurity. Because you gotta be kind of insecure to stick with a bitch that's acting like a piece of shit. Oh, she done fucked my best friend. She done fucked 2 niggas and sucked on 3 of her homegirls' pussies. But I love her though, so I'ma stay down and stick with her. Nah, nigga, that's you right there, bro. That's you. That's a you problem. Because you tolerating that shit. That's your insecurity speaking. Shit. Born alone, die alone. My ultimate allegiance is to my happiness and to my well-being. And if you're not adding to that, motherfucker, you got to go. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm gonna leave you eventually or not. You know what I mean? If you have any doubts, and then another thing, people who also do that, not to cast aspersions on my cuz, you know, let me just dispel that outright. My cuz coming from a totally different philosophy, totally different school of thought, you know what I mean? So he's his own man, he do shit his way, you know what I mean? But people who engage in that, in my opinion, in some cases, not all, they themselves are insecure. Because if you gotta put a bitch, or put your man through the meat grinder to feel secure in the fact that, well, shit, I done fucked 3 of this nigga's best friends, or I done fucked this bitch sister, and she still stuck with me, or he still stuck with me. If you gotta go through that, that speaks to your insecurity, in a sense. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be an insecure motherfucker to put up with that bullshit, and you gotta be an insecure motherfucker to dish that bullshit out. And that's when the normalizing the trauma comes into play. You feel what I'm saying? Because then that shit becomes normal. Because who's to say that the chick that you dogged out, right? Let's say she stick with you for like 3 years, right? And she put up with your bullshit and you dog her ass out. She's scarred. She got some scars. Not to say that she's jaded or she's, you know, this, that, or the third or whatever, but she got some war wounds. Now, is she mature enough to handle her own personal emotional wounds? Excuse me. Is she mature enough to handle her own personal emotional wounds like an adult? Or when she moves on to the next man, is she gonna be operating with the mindset that she cultivated while she was putting up with your bullshit? And the same go for men too. Bitches out here on some bullshit. They dog a nigga out. And I done heard plenty of stories of when they get dogged out by a bitch and then he turned into, you know, big time womanizer, and, you know, I'm not gonna say womanizer or whatever, but just out fucking bitches and dogging bitches after that, basically. You know what I mean? Like, she done turned them out now. Now he's on the prowl on his fuckboy shit. You know what I mean? So we normalize that, and I think that whole, well, if he or she can't accept me at my worst, then they can't have my best. I think that's a flawed mating strategy that needs to die out. Because let me tell you something. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Here today, gone tomorrow. Everything is a gamble. Everything is chance. When you get into a relationship with a chick, or you get into a relationship with a man, nothing's guaranteed. It's not. There is no magic potion that you can sprinkle onto that shit that'll make that motherfucker love you until death do y'all part. There's no Mary Poppins bippity boppity boo spell that you can put on that shit that'll make y'all live happily ever after. It don't work like that. It's all up to you are taking a chance. You know what I'm saying? So for you to try to manipulate and fuck with fate, you could be doing more harm than good. Now, to go off into some esoteric shit, not to go too far off in the weeds, but the reason why, and this is just, you know, my personal interpretation of, you know, what my guiding light revealed to me, but the reason why God don't want people to go to fortune tellers, and this is in the Bible. He doesn't want you using certain, you know, he doesn't want you consorting with spirits and whatnot to tell the future and shit, right? The reason why he doesn't want you to go to fortune tellers is because, let's say you go to a fortune teller, right? And that fortune teller tells you, yeah, this person over here is gonna kill you. This person is gonna murder you. And now you know this knowledge. You got in your mind, you know, what's the name? Thaddeus. You know, Thaddeus is gonna kill me. So then you in turn take measures to prevent Thaddeus from killing you. And you might even go so far as to take measures to, you know, do a preliminary strike and try to kill Thaddeus first, even though Thaddeus wasn't even fucking with you. So the fortune teller tell you Thaddeus is gonna murder you. So you in turn try to murder Thaddeus before he murders you. You trying to fuck with fate. You trying to manipulate fate. But in turn, you pull up on Thaddeus. You draw down on him. You blap that tool at him. You miss. You tried to kill him. Now he comes back and kills you. See, if you know what the future holds, you can set in place certain chain of events that can inevitably bring about that fate. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't fuck with fortune tellers. I don't go to fortune tellers, no palm readers, none of that shit. Cause I don't want to know what's gonna happen. I'll use my own guiding light to let me know what my future holds. And that is, I don't know if I explained that well enough. But I hope you get my point. But that ties into this whole people trying to manipulate fate of a relationship with this whole well, if they can't accept me at my worst, they can't have me at my best. Nah, you put your best foot forward at all times, sis. Our brother. You put your best foot forward. Now it's up to you. Now if you put your best foot forward, it's up to that person to do right by you. Now if that person doesn't do right by you, it's up to you to cut them loose. You see what I'm saying? It's like that one Mary J. Blige song, and she's so full of shit. She up here smacking on her husband out in public and shit. What's that one song back in the day? 11 years I sacrificed, and you can leave me at a drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? It was up to, in the context of that song, it was up to that brother. It was up to Mary J. Blige to do right by him. And it was up to him to reciprocate. Now, if he wasn't reciprocating, you know, it was up to her to leave and make, you know, exit stage left immediately. But a lot of folks, black folks in particular, want to stick around like they get a fucking ribbon on their fucking Girl Scout or Boy Scout sash. You know, fucking, you know those ribbons that the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts get for doing shit. Like I know how to start a campfire, so now I get like a campfire ribbon and shit. Like a lot of black folks want to get that. I'm down. I'm a down ass bitch. I'm a down ass nigga type of ribbon. Like, nah, fuck all that shit. Nah, I'm not in it for more victories. I want results. I'm not in this shit for more victories. I want concrete, tangible results. Bitch, when I step to you, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm not gonna sip, but I ain't gonna dog you though. Now, if you picking up what I'm putting down, then bitch, come on. Let's roll. If you riding, hop in. If not, get the fuck out. But I ain't gonna play this, so I was down for her. I ain't play that game with you. This is all chance. All chance. Ain't no telling what tomorrow might bring. But dang, I got way off topic. But they did a survey. I forgot what the survey said, but it said like, oh, what is a good guy to you? I guess they did like a social media survey. That's why I be paying attention to social media, man. Because I'm telling you, this whole social media thing, YouTube, Facebook, Snap, the Instagram, Twitter, as they say in the UK, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. This shit is a microcosm of the society that we live in. You know what I mean? Like some people, now I'm going off on a tangent, some people create personas for themselves on social media. And you meet them in person and they don't live up to that persona. But deep down inside, that's who they are. Or that's who they desire to be. So it is an element of truth to it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But anyway, they did a survey, social media survey. What is a good guy to you? I guess like 51% said husband, and then it went down, and then 1% said sucker. And then the bitch in the middle, the little African bitch in the middle was talking about what? And you know, she saying it in her over-exaggerated character voice. But that's growth. That's, bitch, I got some growth for you right here in my pants, bitch. What you mean? Shit, you bust it open, I'll give you all the growth you need, motherfucker. But yeah, though, what else they say up in there? Hold on, let me think. The chick in the middle kicking this hood niggas can be good niggas and hood. And then she said something. She said, when I get with a good dude and he has options versus when I get with a hood dude, he can appreciate what I bring to the table. See, that's that reverse mating strategy and that incessant desire to not live up to a standard. Because essentially what she just said is, when I get with a nigga who's on this square, you know, he's gonna have some standards for me to live up to. But I don't want to live up to any standards because I'm a strong, independent woman that don't need no man at the end of the day. So I can fuck around and go to a hood nigga who just wanna, you know, a bad bitch to bust it open. So I ain't gotta live up to no standards with him because he's already down there in the muck and the mire. Hell, he sells drugs and kills people for a living. What the fuck can he say to me? You know what I'm saying? If I'm fucking with a hood nigga whose occupation is selling drugs, and the occupational hazards of that career choice is death or jail, what kind of fucking standards can he set and hold me to? Now the chick on the right, let me get an extra piece of cake at the birthday party ass. Oh, let me scrape the excess icing off the goddamn tray off the birthday cake ass. Oh, let me get 2 scoops of fresh vanilla ice cream with my cake ass. Oh, I cry myself to sleep eating bonbons ass. Oh, supersize it ass. Let me stop. This bitch up here talking about, yeah, you know, these good guys, they too arrogant, they think they the shit. No, hold on, bitch. You are equating setting standards to arrogant, with arrogance. So if a nigga that's on this square tell you, listen, keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't bother me with all that bok chots. Have my dinner made. And keep your goddamn panties out the goddamn street. If him setting those basic standards, if that's him being arrogant and thinking that he is the shit, or thinking that he's all that in a bowl of grits, I mean, okay. Okay. My old girl in the middle talking about hood niggas can be good niggas. I bet you she got a nigga right now driving her Nissan Maximum around the city, busting serves in her motherfucking Nissan Maximum while she at work and shit. He come and pick her up from work and shit. One of his homies done spilled blunt guts in the back seat and shit. Smell like weed in the car and shit. One of the homies spilled blunt guts in there and shit. One of the homies goddamn dropped they sack in there and shit. They ripping running throughout the city all day, fucking busting serves and selling dope and doing all kind of other shit. And she think he a good nigga because some of the proceeds that he made from that day of drug dealing, he done went and fucking bought her a Gucci purse. And listen to the language. Listen to the language. It just dawned on me because she ain't one of us. She's an African. She's not one of us. Listen to this carefully. She said, hood niggas can be good niggas. Now imagine in your mind an old, lily white, sunburned overalls wearing white person saying, you know, them niggas can be good niggas. Field niggas is good niggas. You see what I'm saying? It's the same fucking language. The same what I've been saying. The same mindset. The same. When I hear these bitches say niggas ain't shit, I just close my eyes and imagine a white person saying it. It's the same shit. When she sat up there and said, hood niggas can be good niggas, I just close my eyes and imagine a white person saying it. You know, hood niggers can be good niggers. You got that right, Bill. Those hood niggers. Yeah. They shoot up their neighborhoods and drive the property value down, and we go in there and we just buy up a whole block. Yeah. Those hood niggers are good niggas, let me tell you. And then, you know those hood niggers gotta have their True Religion jeans, right? Their Nikes, right? I just bought a dozen shares of True Religion jeans and 15 shares of Nike last week. Oh, yeah. My portfolio's going gangbusters, let me tell you. Hood niggers are good niggers. that's why I go so hard to put that line in the sand between us and Africans. Because they gonna put that line in the sand with us. We can't go over there and speak on their shit. I can't go to Nigeria and say and tell the Hausa, the Yoruba, and the Igbo to get along and how they should conduct themselves and how they should do business. I can't go to Kenya and tell the Luya, the Kissi, and the Kikuyu to get along and how they should do business. They gonna say, motherfucker, you ain't even one of us. You can cross away. What the fuck you doing coming over here telling us how we should be doing business? We've been doing this shit for thousands of years. That's why I draw the goddamn line in the sand. I tell them motherfucking Africans, you not gonna come over here and tell us how we should do business. Now, if you want to come over here and say what you think how we should, all right, let's talk. But if you just gon' it's kind of sticky. It's kind of sticky. Now, if you coming over here telling us to shape up on some solid shit, I'm with you. You feel me? But if you coming over here, you know, trying to propagate this whole thug loving bullshit, then you know, I'm not fucking with you on that. There was another thing they was talking about in that video. Hold on, let me think. No, I think that's it, man. I think that's all I got, man, for this one. Yeah, I'm about to start tapping in on that and see what they talking about over there. Because I know the colorist activists are gonna be singing that little African bitch's praises and shit. Oh, girl, she's so beautiful. Look at her skin. No, that cross-eyed bitch she ain't all that. She ain't all that. Hell, I'll take my prototypical American-looking woman over her ass any motherfucking day. Old chick on the left, yeah. And she was speaking from a sense that, you know, she had wised up. You know, I don't know if she wised up or if she doing the chameleon shit. But shit, she probably a little bit older than me. I wouldn't be as I get older and shit, you know, because I'm approaching mid-30s. I wouldn't mind taking on an older chick. You know, if she got her motherfucking mind right and she with the shit. Keep your mouth shut. Keep my belly full. Keep my nuts empty. Now I want more childrens. You feel me? I want at least one son. I already got a daughter. I want a son to carry on my father's name. And you know, when we get up late 30s, early 40s, and she around my same age, I don't think we're gonna make that work, sweetheart. I don't think we're gonna make that work. I'm not trying to have a a Down syndrome baby because you 39 years old, calling yourself trying to get pregnant and shit. I don't think that's gonna work. So I mean, shit. When we get older, hell, I'll take you on, but just know we gonna have to import some how you say younger Stargates into the mix, so I can get some babies. Now, if you ready to be a, you know, be a help meet and be a help mama, then hey, that's cool. Let's do it. Let's ride. And that's one thing, man. Another thing, man. A lot of these chicks, man, they trying to strong arm shit, man. They trying to strong arm shit from the brothers, man. These bitches should know by now. If they don't know by now, they should at least got a clue. You ain't gotta strong arm niggas to get what you want, man. You turn on that feminine, soft, demure, that nigga will melt and give you whatever you want. As long as you giving him what he want. But if you think you just gonna stomp through the motherfucking city like you Godzilla, knocking over buildings and shit, that shit ain't gonna work for you. But anyway, it's Benjamin D'Souza here, the Yachuan Emperor. Like, share, and subscribe. You can contact me at onepeople, onenation, onedestiny at gmail.com.